Now lift it up. This one, yeah. There is a very popular saying which I like to repeat it. And this is one of the greatest teachers and many teachers. And all those teachers who work in the golden chain of action. Golden chain of action is, golds represent the gravity and the purity. Heat gold with any metal, in the end gold will come out separate. Is the heaviest metal other than platinum. And gold has the capacity of purity. One is 24 karat is 24 karat. And when you mix with any metal and you heat it, it will come out as gold. So therefore scripturally they call it golden chain of teachers. That is from one to another, to another, to another. And they keep the standard, they keep the identity, they keep the personality, they keep the teachings. And any teacher who teaches who changes the teachings for this and that, in this Raj Yoga, in this Shakti Pad, or whatever you want to call it, or you can calmly call it Kundalini Yoga, self-destroyed himself and herself. There's no force required. It's not that we have to propagate it or do anything. So, teachings are pure, they have to be kept pure, they have to be taught pure, and they act pure. They are a set scientific thing to be what it is. So the saying is, this is what a teacher said to his students. If you love me, God shall love you. If you don't count. You understand this statement?
Yes, sir.
If you don't count. But this is how it is. This is a teacher. You take the teachings and you flow. When you become the teacher, you take the teaching and it flows. There's no many people in it. Is one link. So let us not have any misunderstanding that if I am teaching or she's teaching, there are two different people teaching. That's why on a stage you have seen, when somebody else comes to the stage, I get out. Because there has to be one teacher at that time. There's no duplication of it. If you love me, return is God shall love you. If you don't count. So technically speaking, teacher has something to sacrifice. Teacher has to look, be, may. Teacher has to be a teacher. It's a very personal determination. In early days when we were in Washington, D.C. in that area, because when I was in India, I was teaching all embassies yoga. So my secretary Harihar picked on that theory. It was amazing. She was teaching in French embassy, she was teaching there, everywhere. She was all over. Most important person. They love to learn, they love to be. To teach is a faculty, it's a facility, it's not a facade. The satisfaction of a teacher is that he is immortal. From mortal to immortal. You are mortals. You will die. Teacher will never die. Teacher will live. Teacher lives forever. It's a different story. Sometimes you call yourself Oshu, you call yourself Bhagavan, some people go after titles. Teacher has no title. Teacher has one title, he is teacher. He is neither angel, nor a human, nor a person, nor God, nothing. He is the giver of God. Why he needs to be God? He can give God to anybody. He can kindle the light in anybody and everybody. And you can disagree with me, and you have been bastarded by the religion for 3,000 years in writing and in teachings, and this is called religious bastardism. In our Oriental language you will call it harami. Harami means who has no father, right father, is born out of illegal or ill locks. So in the scripture the word is harami, loon harami. Loon means salt, harami means bastard. So I mean there's hardly any possible abuse than this. Why this abuse exists? Why? Because faculty and beauty of a teacher is he is the giver of God to anybody and everybody. His joy is that he lives forever. That's all joy is there. This link of golden chain continues. And for that there is a price. Ego doesn't work. Thing is just like in army. In army when you go out in a parade in uniform, you are exact. There's no variance. Uniform, uno form. One God, one form, one teaching. And then everything standardized with it, because once you are not shaky, you are not wavering, you are not this and that, then you are standardized. And once you teach with firm self, then surprisingly is that there comes the entire Mother Nature and God's will to uplift you. You cannot fall. I mean, there's no other way. Man always seek to be immortal. They want to live forever, but there's no way. There's only one way to live forever is to teach. And teach the teachings pure, keep the teachings pure and be pure. And then everything will come. There's no dirt. And there's no need of power play. Teacher who do power plays and people who do if you would have asked me 10 years or 20 years ago to teach a teacher's course, I would have refused. It's a whole teacher class. And people who come out. As far as teachers are concerned, now we are certifying and doing all that. I used to pick up a person in the class, okay, you two go to Alaska. You two go such and such place. And they became teachers because they took the faith, the trust, and they took that part at least that he has said be the teacher, so we are the teacher. And sometimes people used to say, we have no money, no means. I say, money and means will provide it, start proceeding. And one of their friend will meet, and the next they had lunch, and he said, "What are you doing?" He said, "We don't, we no money, we can't go." And Yogi ji has said we should go such and such. He said, "I have $3,000, I can give it to you." This Nirvais went to Alaska and in a love bug little thing, and they went all the way by road, and it was impossible. When they reached Anchorage and they wanted to eat, they went to a place, and there was a restaurant, and they saw, "Oh, you are Yogi Bhajan student. Oh, we wanted to give this restaurant as a home to somebody you have come. Would you like to take it?" And the money was decided, and they were to pay, and they have a home, they have a business, they have everything. They are still there. You do not have most of the time the capacity to obey. Therefore you don't have most of the time the capacity to command. And this little thing, sensual, sexual, all this emotional, commotional, all this feeling, fantasies, emotional, commotional, feeling, fantasy, sexual, sensual, these are 6 things. They are your downfalls. You waste energy in those shakes. They don't give you any strength, they don't give you any depth. You must understand, you are so badly misguided in all our herbs and everything. We have a very different philosophy than anybody. Every people say, if you take these vitamins, you will be energy. If you take this thing, you will be very well off. If you take this thing, but you know what I say? If you take this, it will take away your fatigue. You will be real. Real you is very beautiful. Real you is very healthy. Real you is very fulfilled. Real you is God. So this all thing, extra. What? Somebody was telling me, "Oh, this vitamin is so good, you take it, it becomes all right." I said, "Oh, leave me 2, 3. I took it. And I took it. I couldn't sleep whole night. Whole night. I was very energetic. Oh, wonderful. Next day, I couldn't get out of the bed. I took that pill again, forget it. I took the third day, not. I was walking a zombie. It accelerated me so much that after I could not recalculate myself. Then I knew the hydrotherapy, so I sat in the water for hours and hours and hours. Any stimulation which is outside, abnormal and unnatural will totally tear you apart, and you will pay for moon to moon. You are naturally accelerated on a full moon, and you are naturally brought down on a no moon. Your biofeedback moves from moon to full moon, and no moon to full moon. That's natural. But if you, on the 11th day, just live on a water and melon, your health will be perfect. 11th day of the moon. There are 3 days of the moon. If you want to, only if you want to take care of your mind. No moon, full moon, 11th day of the moon. Eat nothing. At no moon, you are at the lowest. On the full moon, you are at the highest. Your glandular system. At the 11th moon, you are in balance, in twilight. So if one day, 3 days in a month, you fast on lemon and water. Lemon and water. And if you feel very cold or something like that, then add ginger to it. Every morning these days I take 2 ounces of ginger, 2 ounces of lemon, with that flaxseed oil, whatever that is, 1 spoon. When I was there in Cancun, I didn't get that flaxseed oil. I was having this olive oil. And then there was something which was very worrying me, and that woman said to me, she has tried everything. So we flew in the chili oil, red chili oil. You know that? That's the most powerful oil. One drop of it can tell you, heaven is a heaven and earth is earth. Earth is a heaven and heaven and then. So, I mean, you know that little red thing, what you call it? They put the little bottle. Bass what? Tabascus. But this is a pure oil, squeezed out of the red chilies. And if it touches you, it's a master's touch. And the most powerful a teacher can rely on as his own diet is ginger, garlic, onion, boiled in goat's milk and taken as a first drink. They call it what, Trinity milk? They call it Trinity milk, formula is available. Second powerful thing you can have to straighten your life is called tabbouleh, and tabbouleh made with black chole, black garbanzo. Normally it is crushed wheat. Normally it is crushed wheat, but crushed wheat can give you something which you don't need. Therefore, you should substitute with black chole. It's called black garbanzos. Black garbanzos control electromagnetic field of the body. It's the most powerful food in the world. That is two. And once a while in your life you need something. It's called yogi tea. You don't take it the way you think it's a tea. No, if you take really good amount of yogi tea, it will keep your liver very well. It's actually is it for the liver. And when we started in 60 people who had drug habitual, couldn't even move, we put them on yogi tea, we took them out of every trouble. Drugs do damage. The only counteract is yogi tea. That's why we started promoting it, putting it out. Once a while, for ladies, they can cut a banana in the center, put mango powder in it and put lemon juice on it and just eat it. That is enough. That is enough. We have a formula, we are not marketed, we are going to market it now, like 7 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour and 1 hour. 1 hour for night elimination, 2 hour for purifying your blood and keeping your status, stomach and as well as blood molecules. And 3 hour for your structural balance like bone, marrow, structure. 7 hour to take away your fatigue. Fatigue out, the balance. So, I don't know, Guru Bachan didn't come with me. He has a whole formula, how you should take it, how you take it, and perfect. And it is very good. And then we have the young blood powder, you know. We have all what we need in elementary, we put it in there because it's not that we cannot put it commercially, we just don't want to. We are GRDL, we don't want people to take it an OD and then we are in trouble. We want things to go responsible. There's no hurry. We want these gringos to learn to live in a very oriental way. So you can understand. You have your mind and you torture your mind, work it like an idiot, then it becomes idiot. Then it's not handy, it's not fresh. So technically speaking, the best vitamin you have is your breath, the prana. If you can deep breathe and 1 minute breath, 20 seconds to breathe in, 20 seconds to hold, and 20 seconds to exhale. It's very powerful, it's very perfect. It will not give you any trouble whatsoever. Your life is and should be very simple. And if you take 3 parts of garbanzo flour, one part of wheat, whole wheat flour, mix it together and make the dough out of ginger, garlic, onion juice, no water. And when the dough is made, you put that pulp into it like prantha. You made it filled prantha. And when you do that, it's all done. And then you have your ghee made with little bit of red chili oil, little bit of, if you can get black pepper oil, it is available, but if you can't get it, you can get black pepper and that whole stuff. And you have to have ajwain and turmeric, and you have to make this in the ghee. It's just a very good ghee. And then you put that ghee on that parantha. I mean, don't worry, it's a fat, you might be afraid of it. But ghee is not a fat, ghee is not a oil, ghee is not a butter. Ghee is a protein. It's a protein which dissolves the fat in body. In India, if somebody gets obese, they start living on ghee. And all Tibet and all these areas, they put ghee in their tea and drink it and live on it. They don't care. That's their protein. You see all these lamas? They take a tea cup and they drink it, put in this, you call it butter, yak butter, but actually yak butter is clarified ghee. So, if you eat that enough, because that little oil, that red oil, is not. But if you are not into hard things, then you should not be. And I'm not suggesting it because my insurance won't cover it. However, if you can take 5 jalapenos, or 3 as your hate and love is, and take 8 to 10 ounces of milk and blend it for 20 to 30 minutes. That's the only problem people do not understand. And then sip it. Don't drink it, sip it. The spirit will go. Once I get to Mexico and I asked, I said, the teacher, where is your wife? He said, she's very sick. And I said, oh, how sick? She said, she was in hospital, now they have sent her back home. So, I understood in Mexican language what that meant. So I went straight in the kitchen, I took the jalapenos, I took the milk, blended right, and put tons of honey, because I know she would react. So start giving with a spoon, very difficult to go in. But I think on the 5th or 6th spoon, she opened up her eyes. And by the end, the glass was finished, she got up, she said, what was that? I said, nothing. I said, I've come all the way and you're not there to serve me, I hate it. So you be up. Next day we secretly made it, told her, bottom up, no, but slowly, spoon by spoon, sip it. She says, it's sweet and bitter. I said, yeah. She still takes every day. Once in a while, when you really want to have a trouble-free life, hallelujah and jalapenos are the same. You need that drink. And there are very simple herbs we have. We have 108R. God bless us. It's great. You know the most best fruit in the world is guava. Guava is the most powerful fruit to balance your mental balance. Pear, you will never have stones in your body, you have no fibers in your body extra, ever, if you take a pear or pears. Pears are called amarphal, the fruit of longevity. Apple is great, pears are great, and the best friend of yours in this life is plums. And the beauty of the nectarine is so good you can't believe it. It is a sensory. Eat nectarine any time. Then don't question this. Just eat nectarine sometime. Just eat it. You will feel fresh. Sometime take cherries and blend them and take the cherries pulp out and then mix it with pears and apple and blend it again and then put vanilla ice cream in it. Figure it out. You talk of energy, you have to put weight on your legs to keep on yourself on the ground. What are they called? Blackberries? Those little black things? Huh? Mix them with milk sometime and blend it really hard. It will be kind of dark bluish milk. Wow. Or make a masala. You can ask my kitchen manager, she can tell you all those 10, 15 things and blend them in a ghee with genuine, orange, ginger, all that stuff. And take lettuce, full lettuce, and put it in the pressure cooker and really cook it like a turkey, like a Peking, now it is Beijing, but it is used to Peking duck. And make that beautiful masala with everything and take it and cut it into 4 pieces or 2, whatever you want to present, and fill it in the leaves and all around, and then put it on the plate, a part of piece, and eat it. Whereas you will have energy to work through the day, but you will have relaxation that you have to carry your next state is difficult. Lettuce juice at night can put you to sleep, provided lettuce soup is made with milk, then you can get up. You can't even hit the pillow, you are gone. It's very powerful. And it relaxes. The joy of relaxation is more than the drugs and the sex. And it does not allow you to destroy a relationship. You are only destroy a relationship when you are not relaxed, you're tense. And once your mind gets caught in a frequency, divorce is inevitable. And after divorce, the tragedy is you have to relive the life. There are 2 things do not exist in the world. There is no woman who is a lesbian, and there is no divorce which is practical. It's all in the memory. When you divorce somebody, you remember that person more than you were with that person. I have seen a gentleman divorcing somebody and he was standing Saturday by the side of the road with a big limousine. I say, son of a gun, what are you doing here? He said, I'm picking up my children. And I said, when you were married, did you ever pick your children like that? He said, no. If you had done it, we would not have been divorced. So he has to take every Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. It's up to her whether she let them go Friday or Saturday. For a while she was letting them do Saturday morning, then she became a little free, so she said, you can take them on Friday afternoon. Carry them, baby. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now this guy is very social. He never used to come home. He never used to think of anything. Now you can't. If you tell him anything Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday, he says, I have no time. He's a babysitter. If he would have done when he was married the same thing, this would not have happened. Men become arrogant and ignore things. Women become fidget and destroy things. You have my glasses? Fidget, fidget, fidget. Cold. And when a woman is over-sexual, for first 27 years, next 27 years, she'll be cold like a dead ice. Oath of a Kundalini yoga teacher, I'm not a woman, I'm not a man, I'm not a person, I'm not myself, I'm a teacher. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I hereby affirm that a teacher of Kundalini yoga is taught by Yogi Bhajana. I commit to fulfill the highest standard of excellence in maintaining the teacher's oath. Signature date, legal name, please print, witness, state, county, so-and-so appear personally, personally known to me and approved by me on the basis of the satisfactory evidence to be the person whose name and description within instrument knowledge that she executed the same, he or she, whatever, to mean that she executed same in her signature, even a person or that. Hey, she and he or what? How can this be? Everything is not she. And these shall be notarized. Idea is to make them so good and perfect that you can stand in the court of law and stand tall. That's the idea. So, you are what you eat. You are what you eat. And your power is what you speak. Your power is what you speak. Your strength is what your manners are. And your prosperity is based on mutuality. Mutuality. That's how you will spell it. Your relationship based on service, and your trust with people is based on your purity. And your impact is on your identity. And your happiness in your royalty and reality mixed together. I think these are the principal factors you have to deal with. And now I would like to leave you, because this is how you will do. Those who have to take this oath have to take it, and then those who have taken oath will take others to give them the oath, and something like that. And if you don't want to take it, you don't have to. It's not compulsory. But you should go from this course. This is how it is. Go from this course to be, not to be, forget it. To be, to be. And then let the word follow you. That's my word for the day. Thank you.